Indonesia could go for unless I want to try something sneaky. Guinevere as well.
Yep.
All right.
Yep, that would be
That's I think a good note to take.
It will take a little bit more time, but as the turtle spawns up, time is not on either team's side. Xiaoki trying to zone out Tai, giving a little bit more vision. Fredrin is not in the range as of now. Xiaoki holding on to the TOR. Out, the box drops on top of Xiaoki, able to get pulled out. Afan secures that turtle, and Indonesia using that TOR for good measure and getting the flicker out.
Yeah, the reason why, Team Cambodia, hold on.
Oh, hold on a second. Alexander walked in the wrong bush.
Yeah, that's a good first blood coming outside of Team Cambodia, right? This is what we call calm chaos coming outside Team Cambodia. They know that they don't really have the far side for level 4, thus they did not even try to headshake.
Mid-side, underneath the turret, defender airstrike open.
Interesting movement coming out of the Dinger, right? Well, oh, hold on.
As the TOR land on top of that Fredrin, this that brings his wrath, locking one down. Great golden hour from the side of Cambodia. But Xiaoki way too deep in, but airstrike might be enough to take Xiaoki down. Down he goes. Gauges anymore. We saw a little bit of a shift and adjustment on how they want to play this game.
That was exactly what I was talking about during the loading screen. Hold on, T, looking for a pick. We'll be able to snap 2 photos onto Team Indonesia for now. Not a lot of engages, nobody from the side of Team Cambodia is looking to come in.
Oh, that's a 2-man final
my goodness.
And a slash from Thor's hammer down into the ground they go. The security kill into Delvin.
Gold from these resources.
Smart move on Cambodia, trying to give Moscow that safe lane, but the circling eagle falls underneath that turret though. The Federal airstrike will keep everyone at bay as SOD goes wide. That would have been even more disastrous for Indonesia. They were
wet because Xiaoki led a very good TOR, but nobody from the side of Team Indonesia can follow up because of this Marcel.
There's a vision play onto a final slash onto the juggler. Down he goes as Indonesia loses one more.
Another down for the count as well, and you can see Xiaoki desperately trying to get out, but get pins against the wall.
It's not over yet. They're trying to pull everyone out. Alexander doing everything they can. That's the movement speed. That's the expanding rivers that Cambodia loves so much. That's the gap close. That's another final slash.
To join the fight because of how, the Marcel just sets up the golden hour one after another. Team Indonesia is getting dismantled.
No more bubbles for side of Indonesia. That's Odin going straight in. That's the final slash again. Repositioning Afan. Nowhere is safe, not even your home. This is a fair airstrike as well. Dinger doing his best shot. And with the blazing duet, almost getting stunned up at a golden hour, but Xiaoki a little bit too close for comfort there. Information turned into a little bit of compensation for High. Looking for a final slash, and he did on Xiaoki, using the TOR, landing onto no one with a fair airstrike to zone the resident members out, going fishing and using the fair airstrike as sort of a gate to keep Indonesia out of the way.
Yeah, Cambodia is just going fishing all day.
High, he's in the perfect position. Does not have the flicker though. Fair airstrike will start this stage of migration on top of the R-Lot though. He's down low. The rest of Cambodia, they're too strong. They're too bursty. The blazing duet, last ditch effort to take one out. That's a safe hit. One hit more. The Fredrin might have gone down, but Cambodia, they're not making any mistakes.
I am truly crazy to say this, right? And I can't believe to be saying this to Team Indonesia, right? In this particular game, at this stage, you just need 1 kill, and I'll give you an applause. But for now, so far, Team Indonesia couldn't find a single kill, Churros.
They can close the gap onto the Farsa. Look at where they're pathing. Delvin falls by the hands of Cambodia once again, and that's Keo just hitting freely on the back line. There's nothing that Indonesia can do except to hide, except to defend. But will they be able to do so? They need to buy more time. Without Delvin, though, they don't really have that zone control.
Control chaos. This is like Team Cambodia. It's like the field surgeon in the middle of the war. They are able to find the nerve system while all the shells are running out all the way in the background, like background noise, but to them it's just music, and they're using Team Indonesia as organs.
Oh, there's already half health for that. Oh, it's a jump in by Afan. He's desperate, and Indonesia wants to try to buy some time for themselves, but Keo is not giving them that satisfaction.
You just basically force Mikito to punch you in the wall face as well. Okay. Ruby coming in from the side of Team Cambodia.
Is down in purple buff. He knows that he doesn't have that retribution. He wants to contest for this one. Cambodia making beeline towards the purple buff. Xiaoki is right there. Nem goes over the wall. He is safe for now, but first blood over Delvin. That's the punish. That's the pullback though. Alexander might be in the spot of bother. You should see you want to counter re-engage on that front. Now Afan rolling over the deep. Afan steals it up. Indonesia picks up that turtle. Then it's spin as a counter re-engage. Cambodia knew they came in a little bit too close, but that's the charge, and that's the kill. Shaoki, and they are all waking up this time around. Take a look at this fight. Afan just rolled over the deep, and there's no one there to stop him.
And I don't think, team particular fight, of course. This match went for the side of Team Cambodia. So far, Team Indonesia is working very well.
That's the collapse, that's the relation. Underneath the turret he goes, that is the heavy spin, locking Afan to the wall. We managed to get out. That is a frame-by-frame moment, but won't be enough. He went a little bit too deep, so greedy. There's a Kai. Alexander will be the next to fall. There's the punish, there's the price to pay. But Indonesia, so...
Akito is just doing a lot of damage.
Oh, Tai flew too close to the sun. The light wheels will shut him down once again. Indonesia having a good time this time around. Kyo all left all alone. That's the four-man collapse. And Kyo I take a lot of damage, and typically you want to run that Ruby, okay? Trying to block up that escape route that's going to be the Crimson Beacon, trying to pull that Kimmy up to safety. The jetpack will get him out and alive. The flicker already used up. Shaoki also used up all the combos. It's a major combo coming in. High, delaying his inevitable doom, and so does Nem, as both fall by the hands of Indonesia once again. You get a shot, you didn't get a pullback, you got that purify, you got the jetpack, you're getting it out, and you're taunting Afan, and that's the recall over there as well. You got the heavy spin, you got the traction ball to lock two members into place. Indonesia has just so much damage. Nem just fighting it through, fighting the damage. And
both four-man for the side of Team Indonesia, but hold on a second, Lord.
Afan's right here, the heavy spin. Will Cambodia be able to do it? They secure the tornado as Cambodia finds himself some time. There is a sliver of hope. The Crimson Beacon will pull everyone back. Kyo just free hitting on the backside. They took Delvin down. Cambodia, they're fighting back.
Ran out of steam, not enough damage, and then after that they just got hammered on.
Afan will start the charge as Traction Pulse pulling the Kai back. The Immobilize will come through. Red Carpet will block everyone into escape. There's Tai taken down. Dingarai going for a double. Dingarai.
Delvin and also Dingarai as much as possible. Top side.
Afan starting to charge as the arm offended. Over onto the box here. Getting popped back. The rest of the charge immediately melted down. Tai cannot withstand the damage coming in from the Kimmy and the carry. Both.
I'm not a big fan of that Ruby hook, but I'm offended by the way Team Cambodia hooked in Afan, thinking that he's actually burstable by the side of Team Indonesia, Team Cambodia. But no, Afan is still relevant in this particular patch, particular time, right? Level 14, and I think it's all Delvin's doing a lot of damage to the Kai.
Down low, the Ruby immediately melted. Afan wants to lead the charge. Land with a pretty good play, but no follow-up from Cambodia. Distraction Pulse will pull Nem into place once again. Take a lot of damage. A lot of penetration coming in from just that Kimmy. Taking out the turret as well. The pushback onto Alexander. So no more high loss for this team fight. They're going up next. He's down way too deep. Tai falls again. Carry just way too strong, melting everyone down. Head to after another, one after another falls. Cambodia can't keep their castle alive.
They managed to hold on as much as they can around the mid, but it's a little bit too much damage coming off inside of Team Indonesia to pick off a good consolation prize. And T looking for an angle, trying to find Dingarai. The Lord is getting busted down. No way for the side of Team Cambodia to go on it.
That's the trigger. That's the pull. The Wind of Nature already popped up. There's a pull back on Shaoki. Stay too close to the sun. The Immortality also popped up. Lord's Vapor pulling everyone in. There's the Ammo Fended as well. Down goes Ruby. The next member of the fall. Hold them a little bit too close. They can't hold it on. As Cambodia back on the defense though. Blazing the red. Last ditch effort. This is it. Indonesia will secure game number 2.
Man, Delvin ends off the game in a convincing maniac.
In a while, I feel like it's still quite a viable option in terms of the early game. You have so much range, and we talked about the Kimmy as well. A little bit more time. Cam already in position, or Tai already in position. Soban will be next to follow. Indonesia trying to fight their way back. Alexander pushing this box here away. The zone of potential is strong. Black Dragon form comes through. Turtle already at the third. That's the heavy spin already used up as well. Nem will secure that. And Cambodia wins out the first objective of the game. And Shaoki taking a lot of damage and taking the hits. That's the first rotation coming in from Kyo all the way from the bottom side as for additional support.
No casualties so far in the first turtle fight. Alexander locking up T right there in a very awkward position, building a wall. But now it's going to be the members from the side. Delvin trying to fight a pick right here.
That's the backup coming in from Nem. You've got a lot of rolling. You push Alexander back just in the nick of time. That's the first blood up on that top side. That's
taking a lot of chip damage coming off from this Kimi right off the bat, and also even a weakness finder emblem coming up, talent coming up from the side of Team Cambodia, right? So
that's the punch. That's the first crack. Kyo will fall at the bottom.
The rock that support emblem and also the rapid boots. He's just on the mid, onto bot, and then after that all across the map.
Crimson Beacon already used, no escape mechanism for Delvin, but that's the pole bang, and that's the fist crack, stopping him in his tracks. The Rapid Riot underneath the turret. Cambodia extremely aggressive, and Indonesia punishing them.
Will just spin for the win for now. Alexander,
top side underneath the turret. Down goes the Yu Zhong High. Is Cambodia tied, taking a lot of damage, will not be enough to survive for now. Shaoki, they're holding on to that yo-yo. That's the Rapid Dryad, that's the taunt up, that's the shot residue is high, takes him out. Afan steals up that turtle, but underneath the turret, there's a free hit from that Kimi. You can't deal with the damage that Cambodia brings in. 2 down for 1, so worth it for Cambodia though. Dingarai might be the next to fall, but he's playing uber safe. It's no way that he can step 1 foot close. Another counter re-engage on Delvin. No Crimson Beacon, no problem. Keo takes that down.
Team gonna do that with T on this Beleric, right? Beleric, I feel like right now just counters every single thing what the Claw wants to do.
You're gonna play the map. Alexander wants to lock onto Kimi. You're blocking the entrance route onto Tai. There's a Rapid Dryad targeting onto Tai. Valoric falls, but a heavy spin also pins this box into the wall on the back line. They took care of the Kimi. No extra damage. Black Dragon came in a little bit too slow. They still got Kyo in the picture though. Cambodia trying to defend against this Rap that Indonesia wants to break. 2 goes down with the Black Dragon here. You got a Big Daddy Dragon. Happy Founders Day. This is what Cambodia is saying to you.
Dragon's massive right now from the side of Team Cambodia, right? Even though Team Indonesia pick up a very good fight, but then the return
light wheels as well as vengeance though. Kyo almost taking himself out.
That Dingarai already does have the wind of nature. Perhaps he's ready to play.
Good counter re-engage. They just want to take down this T2. Cambodia. That's a Petrify onto Delvin. Crimson Beacon locked up just in the nick of time. That's the taunt. Blocking up a fall from the rest of the team. No damage, no problem. Alexander's next to fall. The fish crack will not be enough as the Black Dragon keeping all 4 members of Indonesia away from Cambodia.
Shayuki, I think currently as a critical, you're not able to fight anything unless it's isolated.
No Petrify onto Alexander. So unfortunate. Indonesia doesn't have a setup. The fish crack would have been so helpful. Holding on to the no Rebel Riot though. The Blazing Duet will come through. Tai taking a lot of damage. You got Baxia coming in hot. You got a Black Dragon as well. Over on the backside, Shaoki able to deal enough damage to push to a higher way, but he's just healing everything back up. The sustain from this dragon is too much to handle at this point.
Nice full damage CC, right? Except for the Brute Force and also the Oracle.
It's a full item, everyone. Tai getting pulled back by the Lantern. Will it be enough to take him down? No more time! They're sounding the alarm. Cambodia trying to pull everyone back in as the traction falls. The mitigator, the gap closer on the back line. Kyo, that's free hitting on the back side. They're pinning everyone down. The Black Dragon 4, a little bit too slow. 3 members down for Cambodia. It's 2 versus 4. And it's just a free hit from Indonesia. They found the strike. They found the cracks. As Indonesia might be able to cycle Cambodia all the way to the throne they go.
Man. 20 seconds on the clock right here for the side of Team Cambodia.
This
right
might
now
be it.
with Dingarai as well. And also, wait, how did this happen?
This might be it. It's all over now. It's Indonesia.